on the poker face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show, that's where I go for the latest band info. So all around town radio show for the music that comforts my soul. It's the all around town radio show. The all around town radio. It's the Weekend Review. It's a Bible coming for you. We're speaking with the fans. Sometimes they don't show well. Whatever, man. We're covering who's playing out off the open jam with the who's who of talent. Come Friday night, ready to raise some hell.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Woo. Crazy in here today. It is. Show.
It's where I go for the latest band info. So good. So for the music.
All right, let's get it started, people. It's that time. Let's see who's checking in with us today. Tony in the house. What's up, Tony? How are you? Hindsight, repping. It's good to have you with us today on a Monday. It's the weekend update. Here we are. The weekend update, people. Let me see who else is checking in, though, before we do that. Glenn on the YouTube channel, first up there today. Kevin Cooper. It was good to see you on Thursday as well. We're going to chat about it. And how I went Thursday night, I took pictures, never got a picture of you, Kevin. I never got one, I don't think. You know, sometimes the old mind just doesn't work. There's Ed. Happy Monday to you. I had a fantastic weekend. I hope you did as well, Ed. You took some great pictures, I know. You're just a rock star, Mr. Ed Sawicki. John checking in from Columbus. Thank you. He says, pouring rain up there. Well, so far sunny and nice at my place here in Sprinkleboro, Ohio. Carla's in the house. She changed her profile pic. What's going on? I noticed that. See, I noticed these things. Yes. Tony got to see Britches Down Friday at St. Helens. He says after they played Saturday, add-on room at Heather's. Yeah, I got to check them out too. And Sunday back to St. Helens for Barely Able. You were a busy man this weekend. Sorry, I didn't get to say bye to you on Saturday. I looked over and you guys were gone. Gone. And I don't think Heather got to catch up with you either because we talked about that later. So she was a little sad about that. Gina McCann in the house. What's up, lovely Gina? I want to thank Gina for being here. And speaking of bluesy singers, I want to just congratulate Kat Campbell on her band and the $2 Pistols winning the Cincy Blues Challenge, going to Memphis next year. Good stuff. Hi, Colleen. It was good to see you Friday night. We're going to talk about your band as well here in just a few minutes. Bill, how are you, buddy? Bill, I lived through your videos of the Scotty Bratcher show on Saturday. I just couldn't make it there yet on Saturday. Unfortunately, I was tied up too much right into game time there. So, yeah, looked great. Packed house at the Sorg Theater for Scotty Bratcher and CFG and the family and Emily. And, oh, my God. All kinds of great people playing that night. What's up, Ryan Fife? Thanks for being here. Bob Sullivan in the house. Yeah, he said the Blues Challenge was great. Lots of talented people in the city. We're so blessed with so much musical talent in the tri-state here. It's just amazing. And, you know, you can go out and throw a rock and hit a place that's got good live music, I think, most of the time. So Wonderful stuff. Good to see you Thursday as well, Mr. Jim McCarthy. There's Jimmy Kilroy in the house. Kara's dropping in. Got to see her over the weekend. Sean Cooper, what's up, brother? Brother, how are you? Yes. Good stuff. Yes, Kat Campbell does deserve all the good things, Gina McCann. It's a great statement. She's a wonderful person as well, and just wonderful stuff. Let me get cranking here. I've got a lot to talk about today, and I'm going to see what I can do to get it all in here. If you saw somebody play over the weekend, we did do a call for it on our page. If you didn't post it there, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you, or just say hi. You know, we'd love for you to say hi if you're here today with us at live at 5 p.m. Yes. Well, Gina said if they weren't in Louisville, they'd have been at the Sword. Yeah, what a show that should have been, I'm sure. And really good stuff. And that's kind of a homecoming for Scotty Bratcher, too. That was a nice part about that. And I just love it. So it is Monday, June 9th. June 9th already. It's the weekend update. It's our Backstage Hall Pass to local music here, your number one source for live local music news, bands, venues, and more. It's all around town radio. And, of course, you're home for everything music all week long, including Hot Topic Tuesday tomorrow, which is going to be a good one. You're going to want to tune in for that one tomorrow, live at 5 with Karis and Scott. Yes. Thank you for the shares, everybody, on Thursday's show. Good shares. I had 5,100 views on that show, the Who's Playing Out show, where we feature our musicians and venues, and that's cool stuff. And we can't thank you enough. Bill said it was a family reunion for Scotty. Yeah. Some great stuff going on there. Steve Short, thank you for being here. Hi, if you're out there today, guys, you haven't said hi yet, please say hi. Please say hi. Please stand up and be recognized. All right, so we got to move on. You can follow us on all the socials, people, if you will. Follow us on the Insta. Follow us on the Tube of You in case the Book of Face ever goes down. We're on the Tube of You or they kick us off, which might happen with Hot Topic Tuesday. You never know. Our weekly programming here, of course, as we mentioned, is all week long, including Wednesday with the band. I'll have Crown Watts on with me at noon on Wednesday. And then also, or maybe it's Billy Watts. I think I've got Billy Watts. They're doing another Billy Watts show. So we've got a little combination of Billy Rock and Crown Watts rolling into the program there. And can't talk highly enough about those two bands either. Wonderful bands. So, yeah, they'll be on Wednesday. And then Thursday, of course, Who's Playing Out, the best musicians and venues in the tri-state, and who's playing where. Hi, Dewey. Thanks for being here. Wonderful stuff. Adam, thank you from Add-On Room. We're going to talk about them. I got to see a band I've never seen before over the week. Actually, two of them. So, really good stuff. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for dropping in. Good stuff, people. Thanks for being here on a Monday. It's, this weather's been bizarre. It's up and down, but looks like midweek here's going to be good for our patio weather for Name That Tune on Wednesday. I'd love to have you there at Heather's on the patio. All right, I got to get started. This week, speaking of this week in music for us, we had 34 teams play Name That Tune last week on Wednesday, my first day of music, playing 3 sets of wonderful Name That Tune challenge lists, and we had a great time on that one. On Wednesday night, over 250 people playing Name That Tune that night. Great stuff. Thursday, I got to attend the Bell and the Bear Jam, which I try to do as much as I can on a Thursday night. And did a little different perspective this time with my photos and stuff. And, oh, by the way, what is this thing called? I don't know. I don't want to negatively talk about something, but I bought a new case for my phone. And it's got this, it's waterproof. I thought, well, that'll be cool to have. No, because it has this lens thing that covers up the lenses to keep it waterproof. And if you're shooting bands or anything with bright lights, it all gets reflective in there and stupid and looks blurry. And I'm not happy with it. So I got to find another case. I may have to find another phone because my phone's not charging well. The charging port's going out in the bottom of it, and they all tell me they can't fix that. Thanks, Apple. Yeah, Patrick Witt in the house. Thank you so much. Carlos says high numbers. Yes, thank you. Steve Stein in the house. Thank you so much, Steve, for dropping by today. So Name That Tune was great at Heather's. Great time down there. The family that comes and plays is wonderful. But as we said, Bell and the Bear Jam on Thursday night. I took a little different perspective on photos and took them with just kind of some family members there, people that are part of our friends group and our music community. There's so many of them that come in there on Thursday night. Too many to mention. But the house band is just wonderful at the Bell every week. If you haven't been there to see it, get there. I mean, the normal suspects in the house band, Kevin Cooper leading it like a great band director that he is. And then Mr. Jim Cuesta on the keyboards, Jamie Combs on guitar, Travis Hanna on drums, and normally like Jonathan Grooms and switching out the bass players occasionally with Kathy Laverde and so on. But Jonathan Grooms does a fantastic job too. And they're a great solid backbone to that event every week. And it's just so much fun. And I know Jim wasn't there. I'm just saying who the usuals will be if you haven't seen it, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. He's only paying half attention to what I'm saying. That's all there is to it. Hi, Billy Sutherland. How are you? What is this? Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to do something because I try to take some good pictures occasionally, and this thing just really made me mad when I started looking at them. What's up, Dale Robinson? Thank you for being here. Emily, thank you for being here. I heard you knocked it out of the park on Saturday night. Wonderful stuff going on in our music community. And hi, Tier. Yeah, you're going to have to check it out, and you have to let me know when, and I'll meet you there, and we'll have some fun. We will. There's Dale Robinson's lineup. I'll leave that up. I can't read it all right now because I'd never get the rest of my stuff in. But Dale Robinson, he's the supreme music supporter. I'll call him that. Supreme music supporter. Absolutely. So at the Bell and the Bear Jam, saw some great friends, as we said. Wonderful environment there. If you haven't been there, as I said, get there and check it out and enjoy yourself because as Chris Reese once dubbed it, it is called the Musicians Clubhouse. They just kind of gather to hang out and have fun. And then occasionally, and more than occasionally, this magic happens on stage where these collaborations take place between local artists and people, and it's just flat amazing. So check that out if you can. Thank you, Dale, for that one. And Tracy Lynn, it was good to see you over the weekend. Great night Friday night with Colleen and Retroactive. Lots of great music, drinks, food, and great friends. Yeah, it was great to see you there. It was. What's up, Chris Reese? I got to see Chris Reese surprisingly over the weekend as well. Talk about a surprise. And Jimmy saw Michelle Robinson and Eyes Up Here and Southern Fried, new to you band. Okay, good stuff. And Dale, you are one of the greatest supporters of the local music scene, my friend. You are, and wonderful guy. I've got you back here somewhere. You're back. Yeah, you're back here. Where's Dale Wu? Right there. Little sticker. Dale's standing up on my equipment. All right, got to move on. Friday. Got the chance to see two bands on Friday. Retroactive band. I got to see them a few weeks back and enjoyed them so much that I went back to see them again at Heather's on the patio. It was my first stop on Friday night. And I try to bounce around close to home, and I can see a lot of acts that way and see a lot of people. But Retroactive, Colleen Trevis on lead vocals, I'll say that. Okay. Dave Goodman on guitar and saxophone people in this band. Saxophone. Did you hear that? Yes, I said saxophone. That's going on there. And Colleen sent me a set list. Unfortunately, it wouldn't open when I got to it today to put it on. So I couldn't get it to open so I could read it. But I will tell you, they play a great variety of music. And I might be able to get it to come up here if I can try as I'm talking. Boomer Koth on bass, Chuck Glazerman on keyboard, and Rick Bellini on drums, all doing it there. And Kevin was only paying half attention. That's all you've done this whole show, Kevin. That's a demerit for you. Next time I see you, you don't get the free bottle of All Around Town water. No, you don't. But yeah. Back to normal programming, people, as Kevin and I have our sidebar here. Wonderful band. these fellas can play, and Colleen can sing, and it's a good time. Everybody had a good time. Really interesting crowd there singing along to all the songs. They were doing a Beatles tune, and everybody in the place, probably a couple hundred people in the place all singing along. So that was cool and fun. It's always good to see that happen. And I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to ad lib a minute here, Colleen, if I can, and see if I can bring up. I don't know. Maybe it'll let me bring up your set list here in this fashion. Let me see. Let me see what happens. No, it still won't open. So however you sent that, don't send it that way again, because it sure as heck just goes into the wheel of death. So I'd love to tell you all the songs they did, but I can't at this point. Hi, Jerry Nimmersheim. Hi, Diana Halligan. Thank you for being here. What's up, Jerry? It was great to spend Saturday with you. We're going to talk about it here in a minute. And Diana got to see Signs of Life at the Sorg Friday, and she spent her weekend at the Sorg. Should have just moved in, Diana. Scotty Bratcher on Saturday. There you go. But Colleen, if you're out there still, thank you for a great time kicking it off for us on a Friday night with the Retroactive Band. And I'm going to call these guys seasoned. Her band is seasoned. I'll leave it at that. I hate calling people old people, but there's some older guys playing up there. And they're seasoned. They are. They're seasoned musicians. Great time. The Retroactive Band, Friday night. Friday night. Close to home. My favorite patio, Heather's. Always my favorite patio. You know why? I'm there 3 nights a week in the summertime. Why not? It's good stuff. So thank you to Retroactive Band. And then Friday, I moved up the road. I went to the Miamisburg Moose Lodge. Number 1645 to be exact. It's a great place, by the way. They are great people. They take such good care of me on Tuesday night for my Tuesday trivia there. But just wonderful folks there. And it's a family fun center. I mean, until 10 o'clock, kids are welcome. After 10, the kids have to be out of there and home. But they had the band Leadfoot. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen Leadfoot. I've seen a lot of the players in their entirety. They're kind of play different bands, but Leadfoot, if you like country music, and those of you that are from Cincinnati, you'll relate to my statement here. They are the Crown Watts of country locally here. And when I say that, they are not your party country band. I mean, they play some party songs. They have people up dancing all night, all that, but they're not that kind of band. They're a technically fantastic band. Good players. Our good old friend Dave Cornett on guitar. If you know Dave, Dave's one of the best guitar players in the region country-wise, and he slays it. And they had a great crowd at the Moose. The Moose draws a wonderful music crowd, especially on their Friday nights. And they have a steak dinner on all that they put on. So it's a big night there at the Miamisburg Moose. And Leadfoot, playing a lot of old country standards along with some newer stuff, just putting it to the crowd. I mean, they had the people up and on the dance floor, and the Moose crowd's always a good dancing crowd. It's fun people watching to watch them dance because there's some really good dancers out there. They played everything from, Copperhead Road to, gosh, you name it. And Dave Cornett just slays that guitar, as I said. I just love him. Just such a great guy. And the rest of the band, I got to meet them all. It was great to meet you guys. If you're out there listening today, and a wonderful thing, please follow them on the Book of Face. Leadfoot, Leadfoot. Give them a follow and do it. Carla says she prefers seasoned. Yes, absolutely. Jerry said perfect night on the patio. Well, our Saturday was for sure. And we'll chat about that here in just a minute. But Friday, a double feature there with the Retroactive Band and Leadfoot. Again, technically great country music. And, I'm a lover of all genres of music. And I like to get my country fix on every once in a while. And, I've got some favorites here locally that are country bands, including Britches Down, which is one of my favorites. They are the quintessential party country band. Kevin McCoy Band, another one that's a great party band. And then I've found a new one here with Leadfoot. I think I'm a big fan. And it's kind of the kind of music I like to sit down and technically pick apart and say, man, that solo was great or this was good. They got a fiddle player. I mean, they got it all. So they can do it. Leadfoot, Ledfoot. Please give them a follow on the Book of Face if you can. And go see a show if you're a country music fan, for sure. All right, let's change gears. Let's, if you're out there, guys, please say hi. The comments are going dark. They're going dark. I need to hear from you. Say hi if you're out there, please. And stop texting me if you know I'm doing a live show at 5. Thanks. That person will laugh because they forgot it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And Tier says, love me some great country music. Tier, follow this band and go see them. You'll love them. I guarantee it. You will love them for sure. And they're right in our wheelhouse of what we like in the country world. I know what you like as well. So, yeah, it's all in there. And what's Dewey got to say here? Dewey doesn't have much to say when it comes to country. I know you're a rocker guy, Dewey, and all that, but you can relate. If I tell you they're the Crown Watts of country around here, you know what I'm saying. I guarantee it. And they're not up there to put on this flashy stage show and all that stuff with, pyrotechnics going off or any of that stuff. They're just up there to play great music. Hi, Julie Taylor. Thanks for being here. So let me move on to Saturday. Made the trek down. I was going to go several places on Saturday. Didn't happen. I got sucked in to Joel. It was a pleasure to meet you as well, by the way. And absolutely. And I wish I had more information about you guys. I just didn't get a chance to gather it up that night, but we're going to try to feature Leadfoot on a show as well, if we can, and get them in there. So let's chat about Saturday here for a minute. Add-on Room. This is a band I've never seen. And when I heard about them, to be quite honest, I'd never heard of them. And I thought, where is there a band in the tri-state that I haven't at least heard something about or seen it come across my feed here on, Who's Playing Out or something like that? Well, then I find out this band plays a lot of corporate gigs, private gigs, and so on, but they love to play the patio at Heather's. And wow. Can I say wow? I'll say wow. What a great job. They did. A couple little sound hiccups in the beginning, kind of unable to hear. They have a fiddle player too, or violinist, whatever we want to call her, but she's good. And we had a couple little times we couldn't hear any of that, but it's tough. If you're running sound from the stage, it can be tough. And I noticed the one guitar player getting out with the iPad and trying to do things or listening or whatever he was doing to try to dial things in. But I will say that Add-on Room was absolutely amazing. Amazing. And let me tell you this. This young lady, hold on. I've got her name. Stand by here as I get to her name, Ashley. This young lady who was singing the lead parts in this band was phenomenal. Just her vocal ability was fantastic. And thank you for saying Aiden. Is it Aiden? I wanted to say Adam earlier, but I think it's Aiden. Ashley Watson, thank you. Aiden, what do you play? Tell us that if you can. And let me see what we got here. I'm going to get to some comments and then I'll get into the rest of this. Johnny DeLuca saw the Rusty Griswolds. Thank you for that. 40 years of playing music. They are so good. I love the Griswolds. I do. And rain dancing. It's getting old. I'm telling you, man, these outdoor gigs are taking a hit here, aren't they? It's crazy. Thank you, Ryan, for that. Paint Creek melted your faces off at Lori's Roadhouse Saturday night. And that was in the band finals, wasn't it? Who won that? I never heard who won it that night. Was it Paint Creek that night? Yeah. And Julie said, hell of a night in Middletown Saturday. It was with Scotty Bratcher. That's for sure. Chris Reese says she's got some pipes. And Dawn. There we go. I'll get it right. Guitar and vocals. Thank you, Adon. Appreciate that. So I've got their set list, but I want to highlight some things that this add-on room band did. And one, I was just wowed by her vocals, by the way. But they're 3 or 4 deep in singers. Some songs that I really loved. They did Hotel California, which was fantastic. Did some Led Zeppelin tunes in there, a whole lot of love that I really loved. Aerosmith Dream On. Oh, wow. I thought the tents were coming off its moorings. Aerosmith Dream On. It was just amazing. And of course, What's Going On killed that. Let me tell you their set list here. You guys can get your add-on band on here, or add-on room band. I want to call them add-on band, but add-on room, because they're an add-on to me. I've not seen them before. Opened up with Rock and Roll, Double Vision, Roxanne, 2 Tickets to Huber Heights, no, Paradise, that is, Story of a Girl, Semi-Charmed, Life, Any Way You Want It, Who Says You Can't Go Home, Bon Jovi, Jennifer Nettles. Squeeze Box, Kiss Me, What I Like About You, Joker. Let's see, Boondocks, Down in the Boondocks there, Barracuda, Mary Jane, mixed with Stairway to Heaven. Unbelievably good. And ended that set with Dream On, which was just phenomenal. Just absolutely smoking vocals on that one. This band is a 7-piece band. They're big, and they have a lot of sound coming off that stage, and some great guitar work besides. Wonderful guitar work. Set 2, Hard to Handle, American Girl, Your Love, Summer of 69, Firewoman, Alone, Jenny mixed with Crazy Train. From Tommy Two-Tone to Ozzy, baby, mixed together. It was good. Call Me, Toxic by Britney Spears. Hungry, Bang a Gong, and 500 Miles mixed in there together. Sharp Dressed Man, Shook Me All Night Long. Wagon Wheel, What's Up, and Hotel California. And then in the final set, they kind of cut a few of these because they were running out of time, but their final set list was Jane, Jesse's Girl, Flying High Again, Separate Ways, Heartbreaker, Are You Gonna Be My Girl, Play That Funky Music, White Boy, Hands to Yourself, Take Me Home Tonight, Purple Rain, which was Jerry Nimmersheim's favorite. Yes, I Can't Go For That, Hold the Line, Whole Lot of Love mixed with War Pigs. That was phenomenal as well. The mashup there was amazing. Lit, Own Worst Enemy, and Don't Stop Believing. They've got other songs that were on their list: Landslide, Leather and Lace, Shallow, Tennessee Whiskey, all thrown in there as well. Add-on room, man. Great night. Ended up sitting on the patio till way later than I should have. Chris Reese and Byron from Dat Band walk in at the end of the show. And they were wowed by this band too. Well, I don't know if Byron was, but Chris Reese was. And I only say that because Byron had been out all day golfing and he was worn out. I'll just say that. We'll leave it at that, Chris Reese. But it was a great night. We were sitting in the lifeguard section, I call it, the corner table at Heather's, which is Jerry's table. And we were sitting there, and you can see everything in the room there. It's just like you get a great visual of how the crowd responds, and you can hear everything back. It's really a good spot to be. And just a great night with great friends. Heather finally came out of her barn where she was working her butt off with Bailey back there, slinging all the drinks, and joined us. And then Chris and Byron walked in. We just had a great time. It was a good time with everybody. Chris says, really good show. It was a great show. And Carla says, setlist sound like killer mixes. Yeah, it was just, they did some really good stuff. And the mixture of that music I thought was fantastic. So there you have it. Thank you, Johnny DeLuca, as well. He says, great set list. And Jordan says, Heather's is an awesome place to listen. Yeah, your sister's played there a bunch, Jordan, and I enjoy watching her. Different than the same. Good stuff. And just a fun night on the patio with great friends and company. And Chris, I want you to give me a message. Give me a report on what you thought of the Filthy Heathens. He left there to go see them for a few minutes. And yeah, it was a great time, Carla. It was a wonderful time. So thank you to Add-On Room. And if you're ever playing out again, I'm a fan. please let us know. I'll get there. I want to see you play. They really put on a good show. And the show at Heather's on the patio, packed house. It was full house, and they stayed most of the evening. And they had Add-On Room had a huge crowd of followers, which is everything a venue likes to see in a band when you bring. And I think that also comes from the fact that, and I hate to say it, but you're not playing every weekend. So if you play few and far between like that, your followers come and see you when they have the opportunity. So that's another really good thing. Not to knock the bands that play every weekend. I mean, I get it. If you're making a living at it, do it. But yes, thank you. I appreciate you. Is that Fuentes? Maybe. And Chris got some Heather's merch. There you go. I expect to see that on stage sometimes. And the Wanderers want to know if you have a website there at On Room, because Glenn doesn't do Facebook, so he's Amish, and he'd like you to give him a website. I'll call you that, Glenn. I always do. Yes, great times. And yeah, he said, great to meet Chris and Byron. Jerry said, good stuff. And they have a Facebook and Instagram, he says, Mr. Glenn. There it is. And Jordan says you miss her playing out there. I do too. I miss her playing there as well. For real. So thank you, Add-On Room. Wonderful night of music. Thank you, Jerry Nimmersheim, for the company. And of course, Chris and Byron for showing up and hanging out with us. And the rest of the people that were there that we all got a chance to connect with and enjoy it. And yeah, Dewey said he found their Facebook, didn't see any upcoming shows. Love to see them there. Really a good set list there and a great bunch of people playing. And you got to hear this young lady, Ashley's voice, man. Wow. Wow. Well, the rest of the band sings well, too. Don't mean discount that, but she sings. This girl can sing. She can put it out there. She's got a range, too. She's got a huge vocal range. Oh, he said Filthy Heathens merch. Okay, I got you. There you go. That's a great band name, too, isn't it? Yeah, Carla says going to look them up for sure. Yeah, hit them a follow on their Facebook, guys. And let me finish up here by saying Springboro is a wonderful place, by the way. The town of Springboro does a lot. And they had this second Sundays event that was a dog outing for everybody. Bring your dogs, walk downtown Springboro. All these vendors set up. I got a chance to meet Aaron of Aaron's Popcorn, who provides popcorn to our crowd on Wednesday night. He was one of the vendors there. So I was out walking with my two dogs on Sunday, took them down after I did a bunch of yard work and everything else. And pressure washing a patio is no fun. Got that done. And then went down with my dogs and said, I'm going to go down and let them visit some of their little doggy buddies as we walk around. We had a blast and a really good time down there. And I snuck in again to the patio at Heather's. That was like 4 nights last week. Or 4 days last week, I got to step into the patio, and Sarah Horseman was playing. And Sarah is a wonderful local vocalist. We've had her at Springfest in the Berg, and she was playing really chill vibe on a Sunday on the patio to the crowd there. She's got a wonderful voice and just plays some really cool tunes. And it was so laid back, not too loud, just fun. And everybody enjoying themselves, ordering some food on the patio and enjoying the great day that it was on Sunday. And all the vendors that were down there, there was some really cool stuff that were going on, including, I don't want to misname them, but dog adoption services. They had their puppies there and all those things. There were pet photographers and guys that did pet caricatures and just all kinds of stuff. So you could bring your dog down there and just have a blast and get all kinds of treats. My youngest dog enjoyed Aaron's Popcorn a lot because he was given free samples. And of course, popcorn tends to be a little messy. And the people that were eating the samples were dropping it on the pavement there. And my youngest dog really enjoyed that Aaron's Popcorn. I will say that she did. And then we went back to Heather's and Bailey. So nice to bring a beer bucket full of water for the dogs out and set it by the table for all the people that had different dogs there at each table and just taking care of the animals that day. So it was a great day in Springboro. And a wonderful way to end up the weekend with Sarah Horseman playing some of her great tunes. And I finally got her pictures up at the last second before we did the show here. So you can check out Sarah as well and enjoy that. I hope you all got out to see some great live local music this weekend. And if you did, there's a post on our page. You can drop the name of the band and the venue in. We'd love for you to help support the bands and venues by doing so, and let them know you enjoyed their music over the weekend, because, you know, music does a lot for the soul. It does, folks. And we appreciate you being with us on a Monday. Tomorrow is, Bill said he likes the set list for Add-On Room. Yes, I think everybody liked that set list. And Carla, thank you. Popcorn vacuum, you got that right. Anything that hits the floor, man, that dog's eating it. Leadfoot, thank you so much. Thank you for a great night on Friday night. It was wonderful to catch a little bit of your set. I want to come see a full show now. So good stuff. I had a great weekend of live local music, so hope you did too. And ended up at the back at the Moose last night after the event in I was busy this weekend after the event in Springboro, because they had their big drawing where they were giving away a lot of money, and the monthly drawing, and I didn't win. So I'm still employed. I'm still on the air today. Gina says popcorn. Yes, absolutely. And they also enjoyed at a little, right across from Heather's is a place called The K. It's an ice cream store. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, all that, but ice cream is their big deal. And they have pup cups. And my two doggies got pup cups. So they had a great outing. They enjoyed themselves out, and they did. And yes, Tierra's going to go follow Leadfoot now. Thank you for that. Chris Reese, it was great seeing you. And yeah, you know, it's not that far. It's 20 minutes up the road, man, for Byron, he said, at least. So, you know, if he was really telling me it was 20 minutes, you guys come on up, and we'll have a good time, see some more music when you're off some night, for real. All right. Tomorrow, Hot Topic Tuesday with the lovely Karis. You want to know a sneak peek? I'll give you a sneak peek. Hang on. Let me give you a sneak peek of what tomorrow may bring. Yes, tomorrow is, and we're going to have a lot of musician interaction on tomorrow's show. How do you let somebody go from your band gracefully that's just not working out? Not you're fired, but how do we let them go gracefully and tell them they're just not a good fit for our band? That may spark a little discussion tomorrow, and that's going to be it tomorrow. So definitely be there for that one. Let me get a couple more comments in before I go. I'm running way long, but Emily says it was awesome seeing Scotty Bratcher at the Sword. He's such a talented, great guy, by the way. And CFG and the family, so good as well. You guys, I wish I could have made that show too. I would have missed Add-On Room, which I just talked about, which would have been sad. But yeah, I wanted to go to that show so bad as well. Butler County Fair had a killer lineup all weekend. Thank you for that. Local music showcase. Good deal, Dale Robinson. And yes, Pups had a great weekend as well. They did. All right, going to be a show tomorrow. Tune in, 5 o'clock, Hot Topic Tuesday. Wednesday with the band, Billy Watts at noon. And then Thursday, Who's Playing Out, brought to you by our friends at Heather's in Springboro. So we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching today. I'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock live with my co-host with the most, Karis, in the house. Join me. See you next time. Get out and support live local music, even if it's tonight, in the bands and venues that bring it to you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Working for the weekend, and I want to see a show. I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man over there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community with great advice. I know who I should go see. So all around town radio show is where I go for the latest band info. music that comforts my soul. It's the All Around Town Radio Show. The All Around Town Radio.
Don't forget, everybody, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they may represent.
I'm coming for you. Speaking with the fans, sometimes they don't show well, whatever, man.